Hey YouTube, how y'all doing today? I got an interview with a long overdue interview with Strange Dimension. This is one of the first people to support me when I played Pokemon. He comes by the streams, very loyal guy. I hope you guys enjoy the interview and make sure you show him some love as well. Peace. Maybe it's in the gutter where I left my lover. Yeah, I appreciate you coming by again. Okay? I appreciate it so much. So thank you for taking the time again to do this with me. Okay. So first question is, what brought you to streaming and content creating? You said you've been doing it from our last interview. You said you've been doing it for a couple of years now. What, 7 years or something like that?
Yeah, about 7. It's been about 7 years.
It's been about 7 years. So what brought you to it?
Mm-hmm. So what brought me to streaming was I just seen a lot of people doing it, and it just at first I was like, what am I gonna do? Like everybody else is doing what I have interest in. You got this person doing gaming, that person doing gaming, this person talking about anime, that person talking about anime. So it was like, at first, in the beginning, it was like, who's gonna watch me? But it was something that I learned, and it was it's not what you do, it's what you start. And so I said, forget it, and I decided to start it, and I'm glad I started it, because now I got a small fan base, and they enjoy not just the content that I bring forth, but they enjoy me as a person, and to me, that's dope. So, yeah, that's why I started.
Hey man, everybody has a start somewhere. Everybody found gaming somewhere or something like that. So my second question is, like we already talked about how like you've been doing this for like 7 years. How long do you plan on continuing doing it? Is this something you want to do for the rest of your life, or was this like a short term goal? Sorry, I can't talk.
I guess the short term goal in the sense is to reach a legit fan base, not people that's just following you just to do it and to get you to shut up. I want a nice fan base of at least 500 people, bro. Like I want that big community that just rocks with me, bro. And it's not easy. It's really not easy. It's tough. Everybody don't like what you're into. It's tough. It's tough. But 500, a solid squad of 500 people will be the short term goal.
Is there a demographic you're like looking for specifically? Like, are you looking for like older people, or do you want like all ages to come by or anything like that? Or, like,
yeah, like I wanted to like be an audience for like everybody. Like I wanted it to be like people friendly, where all ages can join. But ever since YouTube, did the whole thing with Kappa, which frightened a lot of people, I started to try to change up my channel towards the point where my audience is trying to gravitate towards, young adults to older adults. So it's tough because, regardless of what's going on, kids are gonna find you interesting regardless. You're gonna be playing a game that they like, and they'll wanna be a part of that. They'll want to support it. They'll want the merch. They'll want all that. So that to me, that's one of my biggest issues, because I want to be able to gather the demographic of the older people, and I'm not doing it, and I guess it's because of my content or whatnot. I'm always getting these kids, which is not bad, but it's not good either. Like in order for a channel to grow, it needs to get all types of audience and not just kids.
No, yeah,
just kids.
Oh, true. Yeah. I understand that. I think for the older
kids, it's just rowdy. There's nothing getting done. at that point, you just got kids coming to your channel just because they know that you will play with them without them having to ask their mom and dads for their card or money to donate to the cause or whatnot. And it's a job. Like I guess kids don't understand that I'm trying to do this as a job, and I know that this is something that I chose to do out of my free time, but at the same time, I saw it as a cool opportunity to turn it into a career, get some funds out of it. But sometimes the kids don't see it that way before. Oh, this guy's cool because he plays with me and I don't got to pay a dime. And it's like, dude, I need something. I need donation. I need,
Yeah.
I want to be able to do cool stuff for my audience. I want to be able to do giveaways and stuff like that. But for me to do a giveaway and have it come out of our hard-earned money it's hard because I started doing that. I started having giveaways using my money, and they're there. And it's like, oh, he's having a giveaway, but it's like.
Don't eat.
I'm the one that's pushing the driving force, without, and it's not the audience. I need the audience to be able to push the driving force.
Yeah.
That's the tough part.
Two things. The only two things I've noticed. One is like with the adult demographic, they tend to just kind of like, I don't know, focus on they will come by for whatever game they're interested in. You know what I mean? So if you're playing Super Smash, right, and you've been playing it for a while, and they want to come by and watch somebody else similar to their age play Super Smash, they'll come by your stream, they'll talk to you, they'll probably be engaging and stuff like that, but they'll come by whatever game they want. The younger demographic usually will come by whatever popular game it is, whether it be Fortnite, Call of Duty, there's a new game that seems to be popping up now, Hunger something games or something like that. It's like a free game on PlayStation for the weekend. They'll come by whatever popular game is popular right now. So you just gotta find a balance or whatever. And I know you like to play whatever games you like to play. So, and the second thing is, giveaways are always such a good thing to do. As content creators and streamers, we always want to give back to those supporting us. But the only flaw with that is I've seen personally is that people come by and they'll come by for like, I don't know, like a week or something like that, right? Wait for the giveaway to be done and then they'll just disappear. You know what I mean? So that's the one thing that kind of
giveaway, and it's like, oh, a chance to get free stuff. Let me see if I win. I do win, or I'm going out.
That's one thing I try not to get to myself involved in. Like if someone's having a giveaway and like I haven't been in their stream in a while, I'm just like, I don't want to be there for like the one day or something like that, and I end up getting the giveaway when someone else who's probably more deserving that deserves it gets it. So if I see that on someone's channel I'm following, I haven't been there in a while, then I'm like, I probably shouldn't step in try to steal that giveaway from somebody else. But since you're on the verge of talking about popular games and things like that, what are some of the games you like to play? I know you're into Pokemon because you came by my Pokemon stream. That's how we actually started to meet. That's how we ended up introducing each other.
I think it was me that actually encouraged you to actually go out and buy a Switch that day just for Pokemon. That touched me, bro.
Yeah.
So but yeah, definitely love Pokemon. Like basically almost everything and anything Nintendo. Because it's along that family friendly, like everybody can get into it. I do mess with PC games. I like my Warframes. I like my what else I mess with? So many that I mess with. I like my Warframes. I like my Knockout Cities. But most of these titles that I'm naming are now becoming to be on consoles as well. So it's like cross-platform.
You might be the only content creator I know that actually plays and commits to the Nintendo Switch. Even as great as the console is, there's a lot of people that still end up going back to PC and PS5, Xbox, and things like that. You might be the only one that has stayed pretty committed to the Nintendo Switch. So like I respect that. And you are right.
I need y'all to pay me, but it's a great console.
It is. The Nintendo Switch was a genius idea. And
like, well, my whole argument with that was it's like people are complaining that Nintendo ain't really trying to be in this console war fight. But what people need to understand is Nintendo already fought.
Yeah.
Nintendo fought hard to get to where they are right now. They don't need to prove themselves in the console wars anymore. The fight now is between Microsoft and Sony. Nintendo chilling, they having fun. While y'all trying to create the most realistic rock.
As well.
We're over here racing in carts. We're over here having
fun.
And then having battles.
Another thing is the Nintendo was like a big name console before Sony and Microsoft too. You know what I mean? Like there's an N64 that everybody had that back in the day. And the thing is, I respect the Nintendo for doing their own thing, because in all honesty, like between the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox, it's pretty much like the same console. You're only deciding which one your friends has. So if my friends have a PS5, I'm gonna get a PS5. You know what I mean? Nintendo Switch is a whole different console with a whole different like community, with a whole different variety of games. So it's just like it's its own thing, and I stopped comparing it to these other consoles a long time ago, because they're not. You know how hard. Remember the PSP that flopped? Only Nintendo's been able to make a console and a handheld console at the same time. So
correction.
I like
the Vita flopped. The PSP was a hit, bro.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. You're right. The Vita flopped.
The Vita was the one that flopped. The Vita was trash.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's true.
But like since Super Nintendo, like that was Nintendo's biggest fight right there, because Sega Genesis came. That was its fight right there. It fought so hard to be on top, bro. Well, Sega had exposed a weak point in Nintendo's Super Nintendo console, was the whole speed of things. Their whole thing was, I don't know if you remember the old commercials, Sega's thing was blast processing. That was the only thing. It was a made up term, but it just meant that their what's the I can't remember what it was. One of their specs was just a tiny percentage better than Super Nintendo. But when it came to marketing, it was like, we can't just say that, Sega has 3 point whatever more than Super Nintendo. We need a catchy phrase. Blast processing happened. It worked. It had all the kids talk about some blast processing. But that right there was Nintendo's fight, and even during all that, guess who's still here and guess who's gone?
Yep.
Nintendo, man.
Nintendo's always gonna be here, man. Nintendo's always gonna be here. It's just too big of a company not to. Like even Nintendo, I think Nintendo could literally survive on Mario by itself. Like that's how big the company is, and that's how big Mario is. Like it could survive on Mario by itself. Like really, honestly.
And Zelda.
And Zelda. You can't forget about Zelda. You can't forget it. Breath of the Wild was a huge hit on the console. Breath of the Wild was a huge hit on that console. I never got to play it. But it was a huge hit. Huge hit. So, okay, since we're talking about games now.
Bro, you're missing out. You're missing out. You got the sequels about to be here any minute. Like,
yeah, I know. When it comes to this stuff, there's like too much games to play. There's too much animes to watch and things to do, man. It's hard to get caught up in everything. But since we're both on this grind right now, what kind of stuff inspires you to keep going? Who's your favorite content creators or streamers?
I have a few. The main ones that pushed me to begin was the group RDC Row 1.
Yeah. They've become really popular over definitely the last few years.
Of course, they started with skits and all that. I started to do skits myself. But just seeing where they started from, it was like, damn, like they just, you know what I'm saying? Like they just started talking about and acting off things that they enjoy, that they love. And it's like, I can do that, but I can't just copy them. I gotta do my own thing. And so I took the leap of faith. I started, and it's them, It's Angry Video Game Nerd.
Mm.
It's Berleezy. It's who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? It's just so many content creators that have me like, dude, like look how they started.
Mm.
Even people like Ruffle Rowley, which is a straight up PokeTuber, he just started his joint last year.
Yeah.
No, like 2 years ago, he just started his channel,
Mm-hmm.
and he's big now. Like people love him, and people gravitate towards him because he's like one of the best PokeTubers
Mm-hmm.
it existed. Like, look, he started from just talking about Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, like, it don't matter what it is you do, as long as if it's something you love, jump, take the leap of faith, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just turn the camera on, turn your phone on, like everybody using their phones now. Look on the phone now. Turn your phone on. Turn the camera on. Talk about
Getting into anything, yeah.
picture.
I know what you mean.
No, but just start it. Take the leap of faith. You never know how it turns out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's what they showed me. That's what's alright.
Have you
Do it.
heard of the YouTuber Afro Senju?
Yep.
That if I had to give one YouTuber that I'm just always entertained to watch his videos, it's him. Because for me, over the years, like I went from just having fun playing games to like just all the games are just somewhat competitive. Like there's no like I can hop on, play, and have fun anymore. But this guy seems to have fun with all kinds of games like all the time, and he just enjoys them for what they is. Now most of the time they're just like story mode or MMOs or RPGs kind of games, but still, like I just love how he just has fun with the games, and he's just like an anime nerd like me and stuff like that. He does anime reviews and all that kind of stuff. So like he was one of my favorites, and like I mean he kind of inspires me to do this kind of stuff too. So there's a lot more people I can name too. D-Man UNT 2014, he's another guy. He follows me on Twitter. He does the same thing. He just plays the games he wants and just has fun with them. He's a huge anime nerd too. RDC World, I'm a fan of their content too, because they're a group of guys who just love anime and just create content and have fun with it. And they're good. They're really good. And to have that group of guys to come together, have the same kind of mind, and work together on a consistent basis like that, it's tough. It's tough. It's not easy to do that because everybody is their own person. So like there's a lot of people out there.
Everybody has a ego. Everyone's got their ego that needs to be stroked, and it's like I'm my own man. I can do it myself. But you look at those guys, and it's like, bro, they're winning, bro. It's like teams and groups win. They win. I mean, look at them now. Like I applaud those brothers for starting DreamCon, and I keep missing DreamCon. I need to go. I want to go to DreamCon.
I want to do that too. I want to go to DreamCon. I want to go to TwitchCon. I want to do all that stuff, man. I want to go there and meet other great content creators and just get a feel for where their mentality has been doing this. Because a lot of like some people won't give you the honest opinion. Some people won't even like help you out. They always give you the same kind of answer, you know, like so. I don't know. I want to go there, just be part of that community one day, and hopefully, you know, if COVID stops and things kind of get back to normal, then we can do that, and hopefully, there's not too many restrictions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we've been talking and we talked about all these other content creators, you are one yourself, whether you be small or big. You are a content creator. You put the time in, so don't let anybody else say that you're not. But what advice do you have for other people that's maybe hasn't created a channel yet or is been doing it for like the past couple months and they might be a little shaky, maybe a little bit down and don't know what to do?
Okay, so for those that are on the fence about starting, it's like I said, man, don't wait. Take the leap of faith, man. Just jump. Just jump. You'll never know what could come out of you doing what may inspire you. Alright? That's for those folks. Those that's in it and is on the teeter of being discouraged and wanting to quit. Hey, dude, like you just gotta you gotta be known for something. You gotta be famous for something. Like, you gotta do something dumb, like something crazy. Like, like someone explained to me. That was I was talking to the homie. Actually, I got advices from two people. I spoke to Obi-Wan Plays.
Yeah.
Nintendo connoisseur, man. Shout
Yeah.
out to Obi-Wan Plays. I spoke to him, and I spoke to Ioku, another PokeTuber. Dude, it's fire. I love Ioku, bro. Shout out to Ioku. I spoke to Ioku, and he was like, "Well, look, man, what you gotta understand is this. The only reason we know these big names, RDC World One, Berleezy, Long Beach Griffey, Caleb City,
Long Beach.
The reason we know these names is because they are famous for something first. They did something first. When it came to people like Ninja, you know, Ninja was big on Fortnite. When it came to Berleezy, Berleezy was all about his exposed videos. When it came to RDC, RDC was the one that was, number one, they were brothers.
Yeah.
Brothers.
Yeah.
That revealed to the world that, hey, black people like anime too. They're over here getting in a fight and using anime powers. You know, that joke was hilarious. It took the world over by storm. It was like, yo, like these dudes are stupid. They were trying to fight like anime characters in a real fight. That blew them up. Those and the freaking LeBron in the locker room video.
Yeah.
They're known for their skits.
Yeah, their skits are hilarious. All of them.
Long Beach Griffey. He's known for just being outright right, doing grimy skits, man.
Yeah.
That attacks cultural things going on in the world. Feminism. LGBT. Like
I actually have one of his skits in my phone that I laugh at all the time because he talks about, like, you know how everybody's always like free to homie, he's in jail for the wrong reasons. One of his videos where he does kind of that skit, and then he explains what his friend did, and he like stole a baby, he like kidnapped stole a car. He did that video. To me is so funny because it's just so crazy. Oh my god, his videos are funny. His videos are funny. Yeah, I like that.
But yeah, Long Beach Griffey is known for his grimy schemes. You got Caleb City that's known for finding humor in gaming culture. Okay, same with Mighty Keith. Mighty Keith finds humor in gaming culture. Angry Video Game Nerd. His whole gimmick is about going back to the past, showing us game consoles that are like dinosaur old, or showing us all these old school games that maybe as a kid we didn't understand but were trash. His whole gimmick is showing us old school video games that we bought as kids that we thought was going to be hits, but were complete dog doo-doo. They're known for something. So what you have to do is do the wild thing that'll get you recognition. It has to be, it's something that my father said. You got to be controversial. And I believe that's the problem with my channel. I don't do a lot of controversial stuff because I like to be for audience that's all neutral. Like, I like to be neutral. I am not a fan of controversy. I always dodge it. I don't like it, but that's what gets things popping. You gotta do controversial stuff. No, you know, it can be very disgusting. Like, you may not like the idea, but in this day and age, in the 20s, in the 2020s and 2021s, all that, people are crazy.
Yeah.
People are crazy. People are dumb. People are disgusting. And people want to see people get hurt. People are grimy out here. So you just have to. People. Here's what I found out.
Okay.
People love and strive off negativity.
Yes, I can agree with that. Once the internet was invented, everybody just loves.
something-
Yeah.
Right, like if you can start your content and somewhere in it have something where you're just exploiting something, or you're just I don't know how to explain it to y'all because I haven't figured it out yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's that thing. You have to figure out that crazy thing that'll push you over to the edge of what you're trying to get to get that fan base that you wanted for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And once you get that fan base, like Berleezy did, he started doing these exposed videos, cursing out cartoons and exposing artwork faulties and stuff like that, and people fell in love with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now that he had that big fan base, he can do whatever he wants. He can start doing cooking videos.
Mm-hmm.
He can do what he always wanted to do, which was a gamer.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to be a gamer YouTuber. He started doing that. And you had some of the exposed people be like, oh, I want to see this, I want to see exposed videos. But then you had the bulk that was like, nah, we easy gang. We running with you. We here.
Yeah.
What we seeing today,
Yeah.
Berlin? You about to cook? Okay, let's see you cook. Oh, you about to bust these dudes and smash? Okay, we here for that.
Mm.
Oh, we finna sit here and watch cartoons? Bet, let's watch cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
We finna do crazy Google searches, watch horror stuff. It don't matter at that point. Once you find that thing, you're good. You're good. And as beginner or small content creators like you and I, we gotta find it. And once we find it, sky's the limit, man. We can't be stopped. So I encourage everybody and everyone, those that's wanting to start, those that have already started, and it's like teetering to be like, man, this ain't working. I think I'm gonna quit. Don't quit, bro.
Yeah,
don't
never
ever
quit.
Give up your channel.
Never.
Because what you have done is created something that is unique to you. You Google search the name of your joint. Nobody has your name. You stuck with it. It's you. God forbid, if it don't work out on YouTube, you can still take that name and put it into something else that you may have found out that's lucrative. It could be like it could be a business or something.
Yeah.
You could still use your channel to advertise your business. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up, man.
Yeah.
Don't give up. There are way too many. Oh, I forgot Corey Kenshin. Corey Kenshin, we miss you, man. I know you taking your break. I know you made it to your goal. Congratulations. But, bro, like, you can't leave, bro. The world needs you, bro. The samurai needs you. We need you. Stand up. But no. Don't quit, man. It's way too many YouTubers out here that has set the example and made the blueprint for us to make it in life.
Yeah.
These folks are doing things. You got folks paying huge numbers of dollars to great donation causes. Like example, Corey Kenshin with the water deal to Mali. I think it was to Mali. He raised over $300,000 to send water to Mali. You got who else? I'm trying to think of people that did. Is it Mr. Beast? I think it's
Mr. Beast.
This dude got
a food chain.
A food chain. He got a whole thing trying to start a forest and make people plant trees and stuff. Like people are doing amazing things with their content, and you could be the next person that comes up with the best thing that can help the world.
Facts.
So don't quit.
Don't quit.
Find it. Stick to it. If you gotta switch the style up a little bit, switch the style up a little bit.
And the people that will rock with you will always rock with you. So the people that will rock with you, if you switch it up, they'll always still rock with you no matter what. So it's okay if you switch up your style every now and then. So
if they don't ride with you, and if they don't ride with you when you switch up, they really wasn't rocking with you.
Exactly. They weren't with you shooting in the gym.
You gotta find the true squad, man. You gotta find the true squad. My boy, what? Y'all see my man Wow right here? Bruh. a while tight, bro.
Facts. Anyway, Strange, I appreciate you taking the time out again today to do this for me. I appreciate it. One of the real ones. I hope you have a good day. I hope your content comes back and starts to grow as you want it to. And I look forward to communicating you again over the coming future. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.